Today's video I want to talk about a whistleblower from 1995. This individual was not just anyone, he was an engineer. He was a geological expert that worked for the U.S. government. He was known publicly for his work on DUMB's deep underground military bases. This whistleblower was murdered, execution style, 1995, after revealing some of the details which he had known about. As far as the One World organization, there's been a movement for many, many years trying to get the entire world to give up its sovereign nation statuses and join into a One World Union. Now, according to this individual, there was a vast network of over 100 underground military bases that had been constructed by 1995. They had underground trains, very high-speed trains that traveled the entire continental United States. Working in the underground in the military bases, the individual had access to many things that people have only speculated about. One of which is our contact with species from other planets. So the individual recounted that there were 11 extraterrestrial species that routinely interacted with the governments of the world. Now, of these 11, 9 of them weren't overly friendly with humanity. 2 of the species were quite benevolent and quite in sync with the humanity here on Earth. He recounted that a lot of the technology that was developed over the years was actually technology transfers from extraterrestrial civilizations. Now, he gave many speeches during 1995. Some of them had rather shocking information in it. Some of it will sound rather familiar. He testified at his speeches that the New World Order and an alien agenda were actually going hand in hand with our government. If you did not know about the New World Order, I again previously said there's been a push for many years to get rid of the sovereign countries. No United States, no Canada, no Russia, turn just into the world. The world would then be divided into zones. Part of it said there would be like 11 or 12 zones, and you would just be living in Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, etc. There would be no more United States. It'd be a world government. Part of their plan was to produce biological weaponry to thin out the population of the planet, falling in line to get the handouts supposedly free from this New World Order. He described that there would be a biological weapon used to reduce the population. He referred to something called an oblivion agenda. Now, he talked about the potential of some kind of disease approaching the world, something they'd never had before, viral disease. They were talking about the deliberate release of a toxic nanoparticle bioweapon. Going to engineer a food scarcity and famine via supply chain disruptions. Does that sound familiar? It would be widespread electronic tracking and surveillance of the population. Now, he mentioned that the aliens were quite surprised, shocked, looking at some of the things that our human race was allowing. Have humans that murder their own children and then celebrate these abortions, and humans that poison their own food supply with pesticides and herbicides, and then brag about corporate profits. Notice that the humans were crazy enough to celebrate the maiming of their genitalia, coerced gender confusion of their own offspring, and that aliens had observed that the human race has proven itself to be a species based on self-destruct, self-delusion. The aliens were quite fearful of us should we suddenly acquire full technology that they have, that our humanity might threaten the rest of the cosmos with runaway destruction and war. They feel that our species is still not mature enough to demonstrate its own sustainability or wisdom. They also mentioned a financial reset. If you managed to have been listening, you may have heard some people talking about the Great Reset. There's one reset that was supposed to be favorable to humanity in the monetary crisis, and another one by the New World Order and the people from the underground that was not in people's favor. That their financial reset would lead to mass poverty and collapse. Now, this may seem rather crazy to you listening to it, but think about the deliberate food scarcity we're going through right now, senseless lockdowns. Now, the few people in the underground fields, the people that have heard about this and researched this, they're holding a rather dim outlook because 99% of the humans have no idea what's going on, that they're under attack. Media brainwashing, censorship, indoctrination have been quite successful at keeping people in the dark. Many people, and myself included, don't believe what the government is trying to sell us. Not at all. Please like, subscribe, share with like-minded friends. Feel free to leave a comment. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.